the excitement. Relish every moment. Get 1.5 GB at 50 bob. Valid for 3 hours. Furahia futa. Dial *544 hash. Make chaguo smarter na Airtel, the most affordable network.
Fofana is getting a little bit of a roll in running down the left side. This is Thuram. Brings it to Mbappe, who tries to weave his way into the defense. Another chance out on the right side. It's in the net. It's the man who's just come in a few minutes ago.
That's a super sub, Bernard. His first touch on the ball, and it's a goal.
Well, he gets the applause from the highest of quarters. Picks the ball up in the midfield. That's Chouameni. And brings it out to Fofana. And then Mbappe does a little bit of a trick over the ball. Thuram cuts it back. And then that deflection from Mbappe's intended through ball there is actually the first touch for Randall Colomani. And Randall pumps it into the net.
TikTok. Get your brand on the talk with City Clock.
To get the pit as your skiza tune, dial *811 *397 hash.
You may be in the pit. You do not see how you could get out. But the good news is that you do not have to get by yourself. The Most High God is about to lift you out. He's about to turn the medical report. He's about to free you. He's about to open new doors, bringing new opportunities, new relationships. The pit is not your destination. Get ready to rise.
To get the pit, dial *811 *397 hash. *811 *397 hash.
Make transactions anywhere in the world with the NCBA Visa card and stand a chance to win big. Join the FIFA World Cup 2022 when you win an all-expenses-paid trip for you and your +1 to watch 2 games. Or win exciting weekly prizes that will make your FIFA viewing experience super duper. All it takes is a swipe or a tap to pay 2,000 Kenya shillings or more with your NCBA Visa debit or credit card. The more you swipe or tap to pay, the higher your chances of winning with 1 point for every 2,000 Kenya shillings spent. Don't miss out. NCBA. Go for it.
The ACK service this Sunday will be on air at 9:30 a.m. live from All Saints Cathedral. The Catholic Holy Mass will instead be on air starting 10:45 live from Holy Family Basilica.
Feel the excitement. Relish every moment. Get 1.5 GB at 50 bob. Valid for 3 hours. Furahia futa. Dial *544 hash. Make chaguo smarter na Airtel, the most affordable network.
Intel kwamba mmoja wa vijana wa Burhan is coming away to be smuggled into the country.
How credible is the intel, sir?
Very credible.
Nani?
The bomb maker.
HQ iko na reason ya kubilivia kwamba one of Burhan's lieutenants was smuggled into a country through his border crossing.
Wazi.
Back up!
Bring it on. Niambie sasa. Bring it. Pole wait. Mimi ole matope nilipotoka hapa nimepatana na kisimba. Simba ya nini?
Ni mtu amepoteza.
Josephine. Hata unachua nilikuwa nataka kufanya namna nitumie hiyo yage. Hiyo bicha yage niweke passport yangu chu.
Wewe.
And you know, when it is Saturday, it's the Legends Edition. From where you're watching us in Kenya and around the world, this is the Legends Edition. And this is broadcasting from Broadcasting House, Nairobi. My name is Edmund Mudibo, and I'm joined with Topi Liabila, another legend.
It's great to be back again at KBC Studios. Again, Edmond, we were together, we walked the walk, and now we are back again. We have done a 360, and such a lovely thing to be back again, Edmond.
Yes,
with you.
So much more coming in sports, but first, these are the highlights. IPOA calls out Inspector General of Police Japhet Kome over orders to police officers. We will be champions of peace. Ateka community leaders affirm as the curtains fall on the Ata Nayeche Belief Festival in Turkana. And Croatia beat Morocco to finish third in the FIFA World Cup Finals in Qatar. We thank you for making Legends Edition your choice this evening. Our sign language interpreter is Byron Abuli. The Independent Policing Oversight Authority, IPOA, has termed as unfortunate and dangerous remarks by Inspector General of Police Japhet Kome that police officers should not be attacked and fail to use their guns. IPOA chairperson Anne Makori says the statement by the Inspector General amounted to giving police officers a shoot-to-kill order against suspected criminals.
The Independent Policing Oversight Authority on Saturday turned the heat on Inspector General of Police Japhet Kome over his recent remarks that police officers should not be attacked and fail to use their guns.
Kuna bisi potes kadhaa ni kusema shika polisi, shika polisi. Leo tunalia hapa, siwaoni wako wapi. Ni kule nje tu kusema shika fulani. Shika fulani, shika polisi huyu. Tukaambia tushike wengine, sijui alifanya nini Mombasa Road. Officers ambao walikuwa kwa hatari wanatupiwa bishare. Sasa njameni.
In a rejoinder, IPOA chairperson Anne Makori termed the statement by the Inspector General of Police unfortunate and dangerous.
It is individuals who have been called to account, not the service, not the unit. And it is expected that there will be compliance with the 6th schedule, Part C, on specific responsibilities of superior officers from issuing unlawful orders.
Despite the remarks by Kome, the Oversight Authority said it shall not halt investigations into deaths or serious injury while in police custody, which are the result of police action or were caused by members of the service while on duty.
Holding the service accountable is not for fighting or witch hunt, but it is simply seeks to answer the following. What happened? Why did it happen? Was it avoidable? Can we prevent it in future? And finally, was there ill motive?
According to IPOA, majority of officers within the National Police Service follow the law, noting that out of 20,000 complaints against the police, only 500 files have been forwarded to the Office of Director of Public Prosecutions with recommendations to charge.
The police have this full support from both IPOA and the public, including when they make a decision that may resort to the use of lethal force. However, the same supreme law that empowers use of force also calls, in equal measure, an account for some of its eventualities.
Ben Chumba, Legends Edition.
The Kenya Kwanza government will work and serve all communities in the country, irrespective of their political affiliations, to ensure a united Kenya. Speaking in Nyandarua County during the homecoming and Thanksgiving ceremony in honor of Cabinet Secretary for East Africa Community, ASALS, and Regional Development, Rebecca Miano, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua said President William Ruto is a man of his word and was going to keep the promises he made during campaigns to all Kenyans.
Saturday afternoon, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua joined the family and friends of Cabinet Secretary East Africa Community, ASALS and Regional Development Rebecca Miano in Kahara, Nyandarua County. Deputy President said the Kenya Kwanza government was keen on fulfilling its promises to Kenyans.
Na mimi nataka nimpongeze Rais William Ruto kwa sababu pia yeye ni muungwana pia. Mimi na William Ruto president wetu, hakuna kitu tuliandikania na yeye. Mimi nilimuamini na akatuamini. Tukamwambia rais wetu, wewe tulia, hakuna kitu tutaandikania na wewe. Wewe ni mtu mzuri na ni Mkristo na ni muungwana. Tutakupatia kura yote ya Mount Kenya.
Thanking the people of Nyandarua for supporting Kenya Kwanza during the August polls, Rigathi urged government officials to ensure they deliver on their mandate.
Tumetembea Kenya, tunajua pahali naenda. Tumetembea Madera, tumetembea Kakamega, tumetembea kila pahali, tukasikiza ground. Wakenya wote walikuwa wamejipanga na William Ruto. Tukaambia wetu hapa katika Mount Kenya, huyu William Ruto huyu ndio Wakenya wanataka akuwe rais.
We move on to matters drought, where 2,400 households in Makueni County are set to benefit from a relief food donation worth 7.9 million shillings, courtesy of the Chinese community living in Kenya. The donation that included maize flour, green grams, beans, wheat flour, cooking oil and salt is part of efforts by the community to assist the country fight the adverse effects of the ongoing drought.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's Chief of Staff George Ngunga Mgoi, who flagged off the relief food at Unga House in Nairobi, thanked the community for the gesture, urging Kenyans of goodwill to assist in aiding the county's battling drought.
We are now doing what is called a rapid assessment program through the National Drought Management Authority to assess to what extent the current rains have given relief and to assess which other areas require upward assistance. We shall have continued to work with the people of Kenya in time of need. In Swahili, umoja ni nguvu.
Yes. Elsewhere, residents of Mandera County have called upon the government to start water tracking in the region to avert the looming famine. According to the National Drought Management Authority, the October to December rainfall performed below normal, with sub-counties of Lafay, Arabia, Kutolo, Elwak South and Mandera East receiving poor rainfall compared to other sub-counties.
The life of the people who are mainly pastoralists has seriously been affected. We have lost so many livestock, which is actually one of our greatest livelihood programs. I mean, we depend so much on livestock, the worth of about 11 billion shillings.
If you look at Mandera County and the 14 ASAL counties, you find that most of these ASAL counties have not had rain for 3 seasons. And the vegetation cover is almost depleting and running off, where you lack rain for 3 seasons.
Over 48% of the Mandera population, which accounts for almost 480,000 people across the county, are in dire need of assistance. Yusufar reporting for the Legends Edition.
Suba South Member of Parliament, Karoli Omondi, has denied that he is being financed by President William Ruto to rock the opposition and the leadership in Parliament. Omondi denied the claims on Saturday at Kaduogo village in Uriri constituency when he accompanied Cabinet Secretary Eliud Owalo in a relief food distribution drive.
Suba South Member of Parliament Karoli Omondi says he will push through a move to remove Suna East Member of Parliament Junet Mohammed as the minority whip in the parliament, accusing him of undermining other leaders in the party.
We have a problem with the chief whip, Honorable Junet Mohammed. And I think we need to look at that position and see how to reorganize it and maybe get a new person to play that role.
The lawmaker denied that he is being financed by President William Ruto to rock ODM and the minority leadership in Parliament.
There is nothing wrong working with a government minister to undertake development across the country. There is nothing wrong. And I'm doing it in open and in public. I do not hide. I'm a member elected on ODM. You have heard me talk about ODM issues here, and I do that everywhere I go. But I do not have fear that I should not work with the government. That is old way of thinking.
Meanwhile, former Migori Governor Okoth Obado has accused Suna East Member of Parliament Junet Mohammed of opposing the distribution of relief food in Nyanza.
I had a lot of quarrel with that particular character. And it is unfortunate that those are the same guys who are now against food distribution. We don't want double standards.
The distribution of food and the inroads by the ICT Cabinet Secretary has divided opinion in Luo Nyanza.
The Kenya Kwanza government should serve all Kenyans equally, impartially, irrespective of the voting patterns that was witnessed during the last election. So the politics that we are going to do in this region is politics of the economy.
Do not work with some of these leaders who are abusive. Some of them think that when they abuse at the top of their voices, is when the president is going to remember something.
A total of 200 bags of rice and 100 bags of beans, all in 50 kg bags, were distributed. Beatrice Gatonyangetich, Legends Edition.
Well, it's time to take that first break, but don't go too far because we have more on the other side of the break. Stay tuned.
Karibuni sana, karibuni. Niwauzie?
Ugali matumbo batia mimi.
Ugali matumbo! Na wewe?
Ipe wali maragwe.
Wali? Hey! Wewe, mchele madando hapo! Na wewe?
Nilikuwa nataka kaomena na kadoma.
Customer, usijali chakula yako tutakutengenezea kwa ajili yako tu.
Maisha yako, mapendeleo yako. Tunukiwa na Safaricom. Chagua bei yako ya kupigia simu au data. Piga *444# au utembelee My Safaricom app upate deal poa ya kupiga simu, uongee zaidi au ubrowse zaidi.
Nataka chapati na crips.
Mala sosi. Nataka ugali na
Cheza loto, shinda pesa moto.
Nilikuwa najaribu tu nione. So jana venye nilipigiwa simu, ndio nilijua kweli loto moto ni ya ukweli. Nilitumia paybill 757070 account loto star alafu nambari ya simu. Kwa siku nilikuwa nacheza karibu mara 8 hivi. Natumia shilingi karibu 300. Jana ndio nimecheza zaidi usiku. Niliambia Mungu asante sana kwa sababu amenitoa kwa shida 1 2 3. Hiyo pesa kitu ya kwanza ni kumtolea Mungu shukrani. Fungu la 10 nifanye 1 2 3 kwa nyumba yangu. Loto moto ni ya ukweli. Ukiwa na nafasi, ukiwa na pesa, cheza loto moto ni ya ukweli anytime naamini tena mtarudi hapa tu. Asante.
Shinda pesa moto moto.
Kupata kumpenda mtu kama sikiza tune kwenye simu yako, bonyeza *812 *501#.
Mapenzi si kumpenda mtu kwa kuwa amekamilika, kwani nawe pia una mapungufu yako. Kwa hivyo mapenzi ni kumpenda mtu na mapungufu yake.
Kupata kumpenda mtu, bonyeza *812 *501#. *812 *501#.
Make transactions anywhere in the world with the NCBA Visa card and stand a chance to win big. Join the FIFA World Cup 2022 when you win an all-expenses-paid trip for you and your +1 to watch 2 games. Or win exciting weekly prizes that will make your FIFA viewing experience super duper. All it takes is a swipe or a tap to pay 2,000 Kenya shillings or more with your NCBA Visa debit or credit card. The more you swipe or tap to pay, the higher your chances of winning with 1 point for every 2,000 Kenya shillings spent. Don't miss out. NCBA. Go for it.
Welcome to the Living Room Stadium. It's the FIFA World Cup. The match is about to start. Food and drink ready. There's no space left for anyone. Come on, get your lucky chair. Take your usual spot. Even the puppy has one. It's preparation time. You can feel the tension in the air. And do you have everything you need to believe?
Bring it on. Niambie sasa. Bring it.
Pole wewe.
Mimi ole matope nilipotoka hapa nimepatana na kisimba. Simba ya nini?
Si mtu amepoteza.
Josephine. Hata ninachua nilikuwa nataka kufanya namna nitumie hiyo yage. Hiyo bicha yage niweke passport yangu chu.
Wewe.
Welcome back. Hundreds of Ataker community members gathered at the Moru Allah Naeke, believed to be the home of their mother, to celebrate their culture with calls for peace dominating the meeting. Leaders attending the colorful ceremony pledged to be champions of peace so as to put to an end the numerous incidents of insecurity, consequently delaying development.
From early morning, members of the Ataker community streamed into the Moru Ata Nayeche in Turkana County for the annual festival. The ceremony filled with pomp and color as members of the community drawn from Kenya, South Sudan and Uganda showcased their culture. Dances, recitations and presentations. Having started 2 days ago, women, youth, elders and the political leaders each presenting resolutions of their meetings.
We must change in order to become rich. A few days when you sit together, you find the cows are blossomed, the people are alive, everybody. All of a sudden we allow somebody to come and destroy all that, we again restart. What type of life is this?
Calls for peace dominated the climax of the festival as leaders led by Turkana Governor Jeremiah Lomurkai sought to discourage the culture of cattle rustling.
Sisi wote tukiona kwamba sote tulitoka kwa huyu mama na Yeche, inamaanisha kwamba yale mambo mengine yote mengi ambayo tunatenda, kupigana kwa sababu ya maji, kupigana kwa sababu ya kutafuta nyasi, kupigana kwa sababu ya kutaka kufanya utamaduni ya kujaribu kujichanja ili uonekane wewe ni chupavu zaidi. Mambo kama hayo yote tukipata historia huyu mama, tutafikiria mara ya pili kwamba sisi ni ndugu moja.
The leaders say despite the scarce resources that led to strife, dialogue can be used instead of the deadly violence.
Leo hii sisi kama viongozi wa Turkana County tumeamua ni vizuri tushirikiana pamoja, tusherekee hii siku ya Morua na Yeche, hata na Yeche, ili tupate kukumbuka our common identity, tukumbuke mali tulitoka na mali tuko na mali tunaelekea.
Tuona na Yeche, the county government will facilitate the construction of an urban center and public utility facilities for the use by the Ateker community.
A section of Matatu operators and traders in Nakuru County has vowed to challenge the Nakuru High Court's orders to have them ejected from the Central Business District, saying the move was prejudicial. Their response comes a day after 6 petitioners challenged the decision by Nakuru Governor Susan Kihika to lift a ban on Matatus in the CBD imposed by her predecessor Lee Kinyanjui.
Led by Nakuru County Matatu Association Bahama Sacco Chairman Samuel Ndiritu, the operators said they will instruct their lawyers to lodge an application to be enjoined in the matter.
Tutauliza kwa heshima, hata sisi tutaomba kuwa enjoined kwa hiyo kesi, sababu sisi hatutaki kutoka hapa mashambani, hatutaki kutoka hapa.
Kwa hivyo mtu yote anayekupiga, sisi tumesema hutaishi kotini, tunasema kazi iendelee, na ulituahidi sisi kama watu wa matatu utatuleta stage, na ahadi yetu umetimiza. So sisi na tutoki hapa, sisi tuko chonjo na umetupanga venye tuko sawa.
At the same time, traders decried decreased sales following the ban, noting the situation had improved since the new governor allowed matatus to return to the Central Business District.
Sasa hata ukiangalia town it's live. Before ilikuwa nakaa it's on a Monday but unasema ni on a Sunday. It's on a Tuesday unadhani ni on a Sunday. Juu hakukuwa na watu town.
Tunafurahia sana kwa magari kurudi hapa. Juu kwa saa hii watoto wetu wanashiba, tutapakula sikukuu vizuri, na hata shule ikifunguliwa tutakuwa tumepata school fees.
Kulingana na ile kasi imekuwa hapa tangu wakati magari lirudi, kasi yetu imekuwa mzuri, watu ya matatu wote wako na discipline na bado kasi inafanyika mzuri.
Tunataka tuendelee na maisha yetu kama kawaida. Na kama watu waino watafanya watu tauni mzima waone shida, tuko tayari hata sisi ya kuwa challenge.
In 2020, the then Governor Lee Kinyanjui banned matatus from Nakuru CBD, citing congestion. However, it was lifted in December this year by his successor Susan Kihika, who termed it as a temporary measure to allow construction of a modern matatu terminal in the outskirts of the city. Last week, Justice Hilary Chimite of the Nakuru High Court ordered that the matatus should not be allowed back to the CBD until an application by 6 petitioners challenging the same is heard and determined. Jacqueline Masharia for Legends Edition.
From Nakuru CBD, we move to Meru Isiolo border, where a peace agreement has been signed between communities living along the Meru Isiolo border that is expected to bring some much-needed calm in the region. Parties to the deal have been challenged to spend the months ahead preaching unity and fostering good neighborliness after years of mistrust and upheaval. The peace agreement, which contains 3 components, will see leaders, security agencies and locals come together to create a nexus that will discard vices that have for years made the region a hotbed of runaway insecurity.
Vile ni wizi kuhusu mambo ya ng'ombe, watu wanaibia ng'ombe kwamba Waborona ama Waturukana wanasema Meru ni ATM. Ya kwamba hata wakati tunafuga wanyama wanakinona wanasema ATM yetu iko tayari na wanakuja kuchukua. Kwa hivyo changamoto kama hiyo hiko, na ndio manake inaleta mambo ya kutokuwa na amani katika hizo kaunti mbili.
Yeyote atakayezembea na kukosa kujukumika baada ya hii agreement ya leo ajilaumu yeye mwenyewe. Tufanye hivi, tuandike mkataba, chief aondoke, DCC Karibatula aende uhamisho, aende kuingiteko. Hii story ya kuongea hapa hatutaki kuongea tena kwa county commission.
Ndio sisi kama mashirika ambayo tunafanya maneno ya amani tutaweza kusupport jamii pale, kuwazungumza, kuwaleta pamoja hapo, kuleta vijana pamoja, wazee pamoja, jamii zote pamoja, na pia kuelimisha jamii juu ya umuhimu ya amani.
Kenya Broadcasting Corporation KBC journalist Beatrice Gatone Ngetich has been honored by the International College of Peace Studies for her outstanding efforts in promoting peace in the world. Gatone, who finds time to undertake charity work, was picked from media personalities category, scooping the 2022 Peace Award for her efforts in giving service to humanity in a positive, selfless and compassionate manner over the years.
In the colorful event held on Friday evening in Karen, Nairobi, Kenya Broadcasting Corporation journalist Beatrice Gatone Ngetich emerged victorious in the media personalities category. Gatone received special recognition from the International College of Peace Studies because of her contribution to local and international peace. Although in full-time employment at KBC, Beatrice Gatone Ngetich still finds time to undertake charity work. In 2020, she started an initiative geared towards distributing sanitary towels to needy girls. In the first year, over 400 girls received sanitary towels and continued with their learning uninterrupted. The awards are conducted annually to recognize the efforts and achievement of awardees, especially those in the field of peacemaking who have given service to their fellow citizens and to the community in a positive, selfless and compassionate manner.
Congratulations are in order to Beatrice. You do us proud. After almost a week of showcasing and appreciating creative talent, the Nairobi Festival has come to a close at the Uhuru Park. The location, which has received facelift, will be closed again for further renovations before the official reopening next year.
It's been 6 days of showcasing what Nairobi City has to offer in terms of creative talent and culture. The Nairobi County Government receiving accolades for careful planning and execution of the inaugural Nairobi Festival. Naturally, many Nairobians and visitors from outside the capital chose the last day to experience the festival hosted at the new-look Uhuru Park.
Kimetubamba sana ni wimbo juu sisi ni madansa. Then hapa tumekuja na coach wetu, but tumekuja kuwa fun. Tumekuja huku hivi kujibamba na this is our first time kukuja huku. Yeah. Na kitu nimependa kuhusu huku ni nyimbo za huku.
Kile gava imefanya pia imefanya usafi na security, by the way it has really improved since many events I've gone through. Hii this time iko poa.
Hii ni mara yangu ya kwanza kuja huku, lakini venye nimeona yenyewe huku kuko best. Kwanza hii concert iko hapa hivi, yenyewe tunakuja kuona wasanii, unaona wasanii tunaona ngako mbulu, lakini sisi tunawaona. Alafu pale kwa entrance kuko fiti, yenyewe venye pia kuko kumetengenezwa sika kitambo venye ulikuwa unapata venye kuko. Then ushuke kuna various activities zenye unapata nazo.
It has also been a fruitful opportunity for vendors.
As the 2022 Nairobi Festival comes to an end, Kenyans are calling on county governments to organize such events across the country. And for this 6-day event that was scheduled to end today, Saturday, will end tomorrow on Sunday due to public demand. Reporting for KBC Channel 1, I'm Alvin Kaunda.
Festive mood, festive season. If you missed it, please make a date when it reopens next year. Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development Cabinet Secretary Zakaria Njeru says many milestones have been made since the National Construction Authority was put in place some 10 years ago. Njeru, however, says there is need to review laws governing construction because the industry has given leeway to people operating against the law. Details of this and other stories in the County News Briefs.
Lands Cabinet Secretary Zakaria Njeru has defended the National Construction Authority scorecard, promising to build on the success and push for the enactment of more progressive policies in the construction sector.
And most important is our building code, which is work in progress, 90% done. And we are very grateful for every step taken by various boards to get where we are.
Meanwhile, about 116 families from informal settlements of Kaptagat in Kitsuru Ward, Nairobi County, are forced to spend the night in the cold after their houses were razed down in an inferno.
Tunapata majanga mara mbili. Tunachomekewa wale tuko pande ya barabara kwa biashara na wale wengine mahali tunaishi pia. Tunaishi ndani na nje ni biashara. Hapo ndio tungeomba wakati janga imetokea. Anajitokelezea mapema. Tunapata hata kitu ya kusimamisha kitu ya kuanza tena maisha upya.
Though the cause of the fire remains unknown, the locals are calling on the government to help them rebuild. Elsewhere, church leaders and Agikuyu community elders have been urged to collaborate and promote alternative rites of passage for boys and girls.
Wazee na kanisa kwa jumla ni eti wakaiga mfano wa wale wazee wa Njuri Njeke kutoka kule Meru. Waliitana na wakakaa chini wakasemezana na wakasikizana mambo ya mila na desturi za Kimeru yataenda hivi na hivi na hivi.
And farmers in Trans Nzoia County have been called upon to embrace innovative agricultural techniques to increase production to compete on the world market for their produce.
So this is an initiative we would like to encourage elsewhere in Kenya, those who are engaged in various activities within the agricultural product value chain to also come out and help the farmers to learn.
Finally, Shipping and Maritime Principal Secretary Shadrack Mudimi has urged the county government of Mombasa to identify a medical facility that meets international maritime standards to facilitate testing of seafarers at a minimal fee. Mudimi says the high cost of testing is denying many youth employment opportunities in the vast blue economy sector.
Sisi kama serikali lazima tupate mikakati ya kuhakikisha kwamba vijana wetu ambao hawana pesa hizi wameweza kusaidiwa, hata kama ni pesa kidogo ambao pengine wataweza kulipa, waweze kupata ajira, kwa sababu test zote ambazo zitafanyika ni kwa kutumia pesa za serikali.
Well. Sports news is coming up shortly, so stay tuned with Topi Liambila.
Trisent School of Medical Health Science and Technology is a premier training institute for market-driven courses. With state-of-the-art facilities, competent and dedicated members of staff, and linkages with the medical industry, you are assured of a bright future when you study with us. Enroll today in our campuses at Juja, Nairobi West, Kisumu, and Homa Bay.
Nilikuwa najaribu tu nione. So jana venye nilipigiwa simu ndio nilijua kweli Loto Moto ni ya ukweli. Kwa siku nilikuwa nacheza karibu mara 8 hivi. Jana ndio nimecheza zaidi usiku. Niliambia Mungu asante sana kwa sababu amenitoa kwa shida 1 2 3.
Kucheza ni rahisi zaidi. Paybill number weka 757070. Account number andika neno Loto, weka kiwango chochote cha pesa kuanzia shilingi 50 hadi shilingi 2000. Lipa na usubiri draw. Cheza kwa kuwajibika.
Now have a chance to bring in the build-up and
Good run down on the right side with a chance to bring it at the center from Mbappe. Is going onto his left foot again for a second shot. It's not yet completely out, and France have the opening goal here, and it comes from a defender. Hernandez is the man. Theo puts in the first goal for Le Bleu. Fofana is getting a little bit of a roll in running down the left side. This is Thuram. Brings it to Mbappe, who tries to weave his way into the defense. Another chance out on the right side. It's in the net. It's the man who's just come in a few minutes ago.
That's a super sub, Bernard.
With your Equity cards, there is no need to carry cash or visit the ATM. Enjoy secure, convenient, and stress-free payments at no extra charge with your Equity cards. Jumambo ni kulipa na Equity card.
Feel the excitement. Relish every moment. Get 1.5 GB at 50 bob. Valid for 3 hours. Furahia Futa. Dial *544 hash. Make Chaguo smarter na Airtel, the most affordable network.
I can do something to keep your son from going to jail.
Oh, really?
I can also prevent the Malva Hotel from collapsing. I can help you with everything. I'll do it in exchange for all your family's shares in the hotel.
Are you insane? Have you lost your mind?
What are you hiding from me? I saw it. That you had a bottle of ammonia in your room. And all of those people were poisoned with that substance.
The only person who will make any decisions about my baby is me. Please help me, I beg you. I've made a big mistake and I can't leave her alone.
For my true love, Mal, I love you.
It's a very good evening, and once again, it's a big welcome again to the sports segment of the Legends Edition this Saturday evening. And it's quite enjoyable, and there's plenty of sports away from the World Cup. Well, Posta Rangers humbled FC Leopards 1-0 in a closely contested Football Kenya Federation Premier League match played at the Nyayo National Stadium. Elsewhere, Kakamega Homeboys trounced Talanta FC by 4-2 at the Bukhungu Stadium. Take a look.
FC Leopards came into the match focused to bag maximum points after a poor start to the new season. Both teams wasted a number of clear-cut chances in the first half as the match went into the breather, scores at 0-0. After resumption, Posta Rangers scored the lone goal in the 80th minute to bag a crucial win.
I think my players have persevered because it wasn't easy playing against an able opponent. But the most important thing is that in the process of building, we have 3 points. And I think we can be in a position to do our things soberly and focus.
I think that we had an average first half. We lost too much balls.
So that's why I made the 2 substitutions at the half time. Second half, to be honest with you, it was only one team on the pitch, and it was us, because we were very good in second half. After we knew that they will play long ball and try and counter-attack.
In other matches, KCB Humble beat United 2-1, Kakamega Homeboys trounced Talanta FC 4-2, Nairobi City Stars lost 1 to Nzoia Sugar, while Ulinzi Stars and Sofapaka played 2-1 draw.
22 athletes have been selected to represent the prison service in the National Cross Country Championships, slated for the 21st of next month. The team was picked today during the Prisons Cross Country Championships held at the Prison Staff Training College in Ruiru.
Among the top names selected for the National Cross Country Championships include reigning Chicago Marathon champion Ruth Chepngetich, 1500 meters Olympic silver medalist Timothy Cheruyot, who will take part in a mixed relay, and 3000 meters world under-20 champion Betty Chelagat.
Timu yangu leo imekuwa mzuri. Tumemaliza namba 2 kwa sababu mwenzetu mwenye tulikuwa tumemweka nambari ya pili aliweza kulemewa kidogo. Ndio maana Rift Valley wakaweza kumpita. Naenda ku-train hard na ni maintain na kila kitu itakuwa sawa.
Chepngetich won today's 10 kilometers women race, registering 32 minutes 53.6 seconds, followed by Chelagat representing Central Region in a time of 33 minutes 2.8 seconds, while Sheila Chepkirui of Rift Valley came home third.
Basi shindano limeanza rasmi.
Berlin Marathon silver medalist Geoffrey Correll emerged third in the men's race, clocking 29 minutes 27.7 seconds behind Kericho-based guest athletes Isaiah Lasoi and Philemon Kosgei, who finished first and second positions respectively.
Nilifurahia tu course, nikaona hii course ni mzuri sana. Nikavumilia tukiwa kwa wengine nyuma, kwa nikaona wengine katika, nikasema hii mpaka iko yangu leo.
Rift Valley retained the overall title in today's inter-regional championships after dominating the 10-kilometer races and the mixed relays.
After today's prison service trials and team selection, the selected athletes will now join camp and start rehearsing ahead of the national trials set for next year, January. For Legends Edition Sports, I'm Daniel Mwendwa.
Now, the KBC Channel 1 and Sport Pesa World Cup caravan continues to traverse the country, with the latest stop being in Siaya County, where football fans watch the third-place playoff between Morocco and Croatia. The World Cup caravan affords football fans an opportunity to follow the unfolding World Cup in Qatar and climaxes this Sunday in Kisumu with the public viewing of the final.
En route to Siaya County, the KBC Channel 1 and Sport Pesa caravan made stops at Akala town, where football fans and residents alike got a chance to win a raft of goodies and also interacted with the Channel 1 crew. The caravan made its second stop in Bondo town before proceeding to Siaya, where football fans followed the action on the double screens mounted on the Sport Pesa track.
KBC imeleta hii game hapa, inafurahisha watu, tena mzuri, watu inaweza kuleta watu ile waingilie, kwa hiyo ile kitu wameleta hapa
kwa my youth manzi ku encourage my youth manzi about the channel, the best channel in the world, which brings something special to some people to watch live wherever you are. Hata kama ushalipia popote ulipo manzi, is free manzi, kitu kama haijafanyika hapa Siaya.
Ina furaha kubwa kwangu, hasa mkaji wa Siaya, kwa sababu pengine unaweza kosa kupata pesa ya kwenda kuwatch hizo kwenye clubs, lakini leo tunashukuru KBC kwa kutupatia nafasi ya kuwatch mpira hiyo hapa leo bila malipo.
After a series of tours across 8 counties, the public viewing is expected to climax on Saturday, where football fans in Kisumu will get a chance to watch the final match of the 2022 World Cup between defending champions France against two-time winners Argentina. The public viewing is expected to be held at Kisumu City Square from 6 p.m. Bernard Okumu, Legends Edition.
Lovely it was, and of course it is a date. Tomorrow, Sunday, France versus Argentina. Your take. Now, Posta Rangers assistant captain Suleiman Osman has urged players to take up coaching courses to create life once they retire from football. Osman was speaking at the CAF D-coaching course closing ceremony in Buruburu organized by the Football Kenya Federation Nairobi East branch. He's among 42 aspiring coaches that benefited from the course and received certification. He said players need to think about life after football. FIFA FKFF instructors George Mwangi and Salim Ali ran the 10-day course.
Nimekuja hapa kutafuta an exit plan kwa sababu I've been actively playing Kenyan Premier League for the last 10 years. So na feel maybe ni a very good opportunity yangu ya kutafuta an exit plan ambayo nimekuwa actively coaching hiyo Reward Stars for the last 2 years but sikuwa nimefanya course any. Ukiangalia hata kama maybe European players wanafanya courses when they are actively playing. So ningependa maybe tuanze players tuanze kuchukua hizi courses seriously.
During this 10 days period nikiwa training nimelearn a lot kwa sababu transition ya from player, teacher, coach ina involve vitu mingi sana. Most of former players wote tunapenda ku apply zile vitu tumekuwa tukitrainiwa physically ambao nimekuja kulearn it's totally wrong. Kuna so much things to learn in coaching perspective rather than being a player.
Now we take a short break before we resume with the rest of the sports tonight. Don't go away. Still on.
Make transactions anywhere in the world with the NCBA Visa card and stand a chance to win big. Join the FIFA World Cup 2022 when you win an all-expenses-paid trip for you and your +1 to watch 2 games. Or win exciting weekly prizes that will make your FIFA viewing experience super duper. All it takes is a swipe or a tap to pay 2,000 Kenya shillings or more with your NCBA Visa debit or credit card. The more you swipe or tap to pay, the higher your chances of winning with 1 point for every 2,000 Kenya shillings spent. Don't miss out. NCBA. Go for it.
The ACK service this Sunday will be on air at 9:30 a.m. live from All Saints Cathedral. The Catholic Holy Mass will instead be on air starting 10:45 live from Holy Family Basilica.
Hayawi hayawi mwishowe huwa Kinyang'anyiro cha kombe la dunia kimefikia tamati. Je, Ufaransa wataweza kuhifadhi kombe hili dhidi ya Argentina? Jumapili hii kuanzia saa 12 jioni tutajua mbivu na mbichi pale Ufaransa watamenyana na Argentina kujua bingwa wa dunia. Usikose kutazama mechi hii live kupitia stesheni uipendayo ya KBC Channel 1. Pia tutakuletea matangazo haya moja kwa moja kupitia radio station zetu za KBC. Na kwa wale walio Kisumu, SportPesa wakishirikiana na KBC watakita kambi hapo City Square kukuletea mechi hii live kwenye big screen TV. KBC Channel 1, your true sports partner. World Cup iko KBC.
Now, four-time Boston Marathon champion Catherine Ndereba has urged upcoming athletes to run and win clean. Ndereba says doping has become a major threat to the growth of athletics in Kenya, hence harsh punishments should be imposed on those involved in the vice.
Whatever has been happening, it is a shame. It is a shame, and unfortunately, it's because our athletes, majority of them, and especially this generation that has come after us, they want what we call quick fix. They don't want to go all the way, you know, because learning is not easy. Winning is not easy. You have to sacrifice, and if you don't want to sacrifice, what I believe is that you don't have anything to gain. So with this now quick fix, they want money, they want to live a high standard, high kind of profile, but you know, through that you see, and by the fact that now the World Athletic Body, everybody is like paying for the time or maybe for the position. So when they put a lot of money for number one, what do you expect? People just get, you know, do things that are not ethical. And I believe that's the cause. Yes. But all I can advise them is that let's get down to the root. Train hard and you'll be able to win easy. Because we've broken the world records and not because we took those stuffs. Yes, we didn't enhance ourselves. No. We have myself, we have Paul Telgat and the rest. So they can't say that they don't have someone to emulate.
Very wise and timely words of advice from the legend herself, Catherine Ndereba. Well, National Cereals and Produce Board men's handball team is currently perched at the top of the log as the Handball League takes a break ahead of the Christmas festivities. NCPB has had a good run this season, winning 15 games to go into Christmas break unbeaten. The team tops the log with 28 points, same as Ulinzi, who are placed second, while Black Mamba occupy third position with 14 points. Boomerang, Spartan and Young City currently lie in the relegation zone. In the women's standings, Nairobi Water has a 100% record, registering 14 wins to lead the log with 28 points. NCPB and Ulinzi Sharks are second and third place on 22 and 20 points respectively. Rising Stars are 11 with 2 points, while Daystar is last without a point. 28 matches to go. The season will resume in mid-January next year. On the international scene, Kyrie Irving hit a game-winning three-pointer at the buzzer to give the Brooklyn Nets 119-116 win at the Toronto Raptors in NBA action. In another match, James scored 30 points as the Los Angeles Lakers overcame a first-half injury to Anthony Davis to earn a 126-108 win over the Denver Nuggets. Some of the action.
Lineup for attack off the tip for Toronto.
Ivim finished the game with 32 points, 2 rebounds and 5 assists to help the Nets continue their winning streak, registering a 119-116 win over Buzzers. Brooklyn has now won 5 games in a row to improve to 18-12 for the season. They are now just 4 games behind the Boston Celtics for the best record in the Eastern Conference.
On the interior already in this game for Brooklyn. Irving has the mismatch and takes advantage. For the Warriors, Looney gets to the basket.
Elsewhere, the Golden State Warriors lost 106-118 to Philadelphia 76ers. The 4 Warriors scored in double figures, led by Jordan Poole's 29 points, as Dante DiVincenzo put in 17 points, including 15 in the first quarter. The loss dropped Golden State's record to 2-14 on the road.
The launches run from deep. That one gets inside back.
In another match, James scored 30 points as the Los Angeles Lakers overcame a first-half injury to Anthony Davis to earn a 126-108 win over the Denver Nuggets. Thomas Bryant scored 21 points for the Lakers, and Russell Westbrook had a triple-double of 15 points, 11 rebounds and 12 assists as the host ended Denver's 3-game winning run.
The scorer that he has been, he comes up with a steal on Murray.
Now, Croatia showed their class once more by clinching their 3rd top 3 finish at the World Cup with a playoff 2-1 victory over history makers Morocco. In the opening, Josko Gvardioli gave Croatia the lead in 7 minutes with a header, but Morocco's Ashraf Dari leveled just 2 minutes later by nodding home from close range. Mislav Osic scored the 2nd goal for Croatia in the 42nd minute to secure the win. Second half could not match the energy of a thrilling opening period, and Morocco failed to find an equalizer as a fruitful campaign ended in back-to-back defeats. In the finals match, Argentina will face the defending champions France tomorrow from 6 p.m. at the Lusail iconic stadium. The match will be broadcast live on KBC Channel 1 and all KBC radio stations.
Ashraf Dari equalizes in similar style from a set piece. Morocco, who started off everything to say in this match, right back. It has taken them a minute and a half. Chance here, take a shot. Good dummy first time. Oh, they've waited, and this has allowed the Moroccans to regroup and come back and defend. What a let off. What a chance here across field, and it goes in. What a goal! It almost looked like it was going out. And again, Croatia take the lead. Miroslav Osic, the Dinamo Zagreb midfielder, one of the 5 changes for Croatia, putting the Czechs in the lead here.
Of course, it's been a great evening tonight with getting back together with Edmund after almost like 20, 30 years? Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at
Just
that.
a few years.
But it's been a great evening, and of course, many people who are supporting, of course, Morocco. Probably disappointed, but I think it was a great game. Of course, missed chances as usual.
Yes.
On that one. So tomorrow, of course, the stage has been set.
It's been set, like we say, World Cup Eco KBC. But I wonder, your bets.
It's really tricky, but I'll tell you one thing. There's a lot of talk. One of our colleagues here, Amuna, says that, it's like an African Union, of Didier Deschamps against Messi's Argentina,
So
the best of South America.
In an issue of playing the African Union in Europe, or the third world country, which is Argentina.
Okay, but I think it's going to be a great game. I think whoever wins will be but it will all depend on their presence, because it's one thing having a good team, but being present on the day is what makes a difference, because we have had big numbers, big stays, and like in a football final, history doesn't work.
It doesn't
There's
work.
nothing about they have been playing like this and now they'll get there. No. This is a totally different ball game. But anyway, from me, Topili Ambila, I'm saying that was a wrap for sports today, and over to my colleague, Edmond Modibo.
Yes, like we say, it's great to be back, but tomorrow, let's meet in Qatar, courtesy of KBC, because World Cup, Eco KBC. And on behalf of the entire crew that has made this broadcast possible, and our sign language interpreter has been Byron Abuli, it's time to say good night. Stay well, be blessed.
This is Stargaze, brought to you by Equity Bank. Today, we focus on a player that most of you might not know. His name is Julian Alvarez. He is the son of Maria, a school teacher, and Gustavo, who happens to be a truck driver at a cereal company at his hometown of Calcin in Argentina. Who's Julian? Julian played for his local club called Atletico de Calcin at the age of 9 to the age of 14 when he had to leave and go and play for one of the top clubs in Argentina, that is River Plate. And I know when I mention River Plate, most of you definitely know about River Plate, where he ended up emerging as one of their highest scorers in the season 2018-2019. And it is from there that so many clubs actually came for him, looking out for this player who was not only performing very well at the local league, but he was also performing very well at the Copa Libertadores in the South American Champions League. And he also happened to play in the 2018 Club World Cup, which was being played in Dubai, where his team emerged third in that particular tournament. But then, fast forward, right now Julian Alvarez represents Argentina. Most of you will have seen him play for Argentina at the Copa America, and he put in quite some good performances, but mostly from the bench. Not many people trusted him, but the mere fact that he was playing alongside one of his top idols, and that is Leo Messi. And yes, I actually have a story about him and Leo Messi, because exactly 10 years ago, he met Leo Messi, and one of the things he basically asked Leo Messi for was for him to get a photo of his idol at that particular moment. So never in this world would he ever have imagined that he would ever share a pitch with Messi. Then in comes the Copa America in 2021, and he was playing in it. He was involved in it all the way until the final, when they faced Brazil, and they won the tournament. But Alvarez at that particular point decided to sign for another team, and that is Manchester City. But not very many people have actually seen him play for Manchester City, because he's only managed to play 7 games this season, and that is cutting across, including the Carling Cup. But out of those ones, then what you can really say are his senior appearances will mostly be in the Champions League as well as the Premier League. And for those, he's only played 3 matches and only scored 2 goals. So literally, because of another striker who was signed around the same time that he was signed, most people didn't know about Alvarez. What most people were talking about, especially at Manchester City and the whole of the Premier League, of course, was Erling Haaland. So he has been playing in Erling Haaland's shadow for a pretty long time. But he is ready to wait for his time. I'm glad that there's something new that you've just realized about Julian Alvarez that you didn't know. And all that is brought to you courtesy of Equity Bank.
Cheza Loto, shinda pesa moto.
Wachua mamili leo na Loto Moto. Cheza ukianzia na shilingi 50 na ushinde milioni 2 kila siku. Kucheza ni rahisi zaidi. Kwenye M-Pesa, chagua lipa na M-Pesa. Paybill number, weka 757070. Account number, andika neno Loto. Kisha, weka star. Alafu nambari yako ya simu. Kwenye amount, weka kiwango chochote cha pesa. Kuanzia shilingi 50 hadi shilingi 2000. Lipa na usubiri draw. Makinika papa hapa ili utimize ndoto zako na Loto Moto. Cheza kwa kuwajibika. Mchezo huu ni wazi kwa watu walio na umri wa miaka 18 na zaidi. Ujumbe huu umeidhinishwa na BCLB. Cheza Loto Moto. Shinda pesa moto moto.
Now have a chance to bring in the build-up and a good run down on the right side with a chance to bring it at the center from Mbappe. He's going on to his left foot again for a second shot. It's not yet completely out in France. Have the opening goal here and it comes from a defender. Hernandez is the man. Theo puts in the first goal for Le Bleu. Fofana is getting a little bit of a roll in running down the left side. This is Thuram. Brings it to Mbappe, who tries to weave his way into the defense. Another chance out on the right side. It's in the net. It's the man who's just come in a few minutes ago.
That's a super sub, Bernard.
With your Equity cards, there is no need to carry cash or visit the ATM. Enjoy secure, convenient and stress-free payments at no extra charge with your Equity cards. Jumambo ni kulipa na Equity card.
Feel the excitement. Relish every moment. Get 1.5 GB at 50 bob. Valid for 3 hours. Furahia futa. Dial *544 hash. Make chaguo smarter na Airtel, the most affordable network.
Question of time. I knew we'd be together and that you'd be mine. I want you here forever. Do you hear what I'm saying? Gotta say how I feel. I can't believe it, but I know that you're real. I know what I want, and baby, it's you. Can't deny my feelings because they are true, yeah. Dreams can come true. Look at me, baby. You know you got to be strong. Dreams can come true. Look at me, babe, I'm with you. You know you got to have hope. You know you got to be strong. I've seen you sometimes on your own ending cries. I knew I had to have you. My whole sentimental. Now you're by my side, and I feel so good. I'm nothing to hide. Don't feel that I ever could. Say how I feel. I can't believe you're here, but I know that you're real. I know what I want, and baby, it's you.
Cold Jazz. In the mix. In the mix.
It's always nice to see you, says the man behind the counter to the woman who has come in. She is shaking her umbrella, and I look the other way as they are kissing their hellos, and I'm pretending not to see them, and instead I pour the milk. I open up the paper, there's a story of an actor who had died while he was drinking. It was no one I had heard of, and I'm turning to the horoscope and looking for the funnies when I'm feeling someone watching me, and so I raise my head.
Keep playing that song all night, on and on and on, on and on. Everybody, move your body now to it. Here's something that's gonna make you move and groove. Hey DJ, keep playing that song all night, on and on and on. It's Friday night and the weekend's here. I need to unwind. Where's the party? could not see how deep you were to penetrate my heart. You were looking so good to me the night we met. I could not see. You were looking so good to me. You were looking so good to me. You were looking so good to me the night we met. I could not see how deep you were to penetrate my heart. Now that some time has passed, it made me think this is meant to last. I never wanna be apart. If I'm acting kinda cool to you, it's just a little game I like to play. 'Cause when we're together, it just keeps getting better. If I had my way, when do I wanna see you? When do I wanna please ya? Every day of the week. When do I wanna love you? When am I thinking of you? Every day of the week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even on Sunday. Every day of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even on Sunday. Every day of the week. I wanna win in good times, baby. You want to the same, so maybe this is written in the stars for us. All I know is that you excite me. The more we kiss, the more I like it. I never wanna give you up. When do I wanna see you? When do I wanna please ya? Every day of the week. When do I wanna love you? When am I thinking of you? Every day of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even on Sunday. Every day of the week. Every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yo, one night, New York City, heard it going down. Friday night, midnight, Atlantic City, slash machines, ding, 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 when they ring off. Lock the doors, that's when ghosts just Cheetos. Cigars, Paisley robes, 4 just guarded me safely as we walked to the window. The cashier was scared, she asked for my info. The manager arrived with 2 guys, that's an insult. That's the code, Mr. Coles. We talking about $5 million here. This ain't Play-Doh, though. And your horoscope red, you gon' slay those. We got scribbles, Anthony Acid, rocking the show. Special guest star, Mark Bronson.
You're rocking with the best in the business. It's DJ Coltrane.
One night, New York City, heard it going down. Friday night, midnight, Atlantic City, slash machines, ding, 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 when they ring off. Lock the doors, that's when ghosts just Cheetos. Cigars, Paisley robes, 4 just guarded me safely as we walked to the window. The cashier was scared, she asked for my info. The manager arrived with 2 guys, that's an insult. That's the code, Mr. Coles. We talking about $5 million here. This ain't Play-Doh, though. And your horoscope red, you gon' slay those.